And with the manga or with the anime, sorry, we'll focus on the manga. The characters like Akemi and all these, were they based on real people or were they just characters you came up with? Like the characters in Urotsukidoji, were there any that?
Actually, I was not popular. I was a typical nerd or a geek or a dork, you can call me, So I really, wanted to have a girlfriend when I was, the student in the middle school or high school. So I always imagined, that someone just like Akemi or another girl, So I just, try to just have them, as an embodiment of my dream. Yes.
And when Urotsukidoji, the manga, came out in Japan, was it a hit? Was it popular, or did it slowly become popular over time?
It was so fast to catch the popularity in manga because there was no such manga in erotic manga. People just thought that erotic manga is supposed to be this way, right? Typical type of storylines, but mine was completely different, totally different, right? So they just was surprised, what the fuck with this manga? So it was just a beginning of getting a popularity.
Yes. And that's why I think it was so popular, because it's a whole universe you created, all these characters and mythology. So obviously it was very different at the time. So, leading on to the OVA series, what was your reaction when you found out Urotsukidoji was going to become an OVA? Did they approach you for the project? Do you remember?
Just one, producer just read about my manga, Urotsukidoji, and he was so surprised, completely new, right? So he thought that it could be, the animated film, anime. So, and probably the people would be surprised. So as a consequence, Western people were so surprised. Who the fuck created this crazy kind of anime? Probably this man, so crazy, could be serial killer in the future. So that's me. It's me. Yes.
And with the production of the first film, Legend of the Overfiend, how involved you with the production and the creative side?
Actually, the producer was just not main producer. He was working for the company, and he did all from the beginning. And we talked about how we created the storyline for anime movies. So many times we just met and talked about the storyline, the details about it. Yeah. So I was so satisfied with the creation, of our effort.
What was it like? Because he's, I don't know, like I said, disappeared now. But what was it like working with the director, Hideki Takayama?
Takayama-san. I just met several times, but he didn't talk much. But I believed we shared the same feeling about that, and he was so gifted one. Yes.
The film itself has incredible animation. There's a rumor that some of the top animators in Japan worked on it under a pseudonym or a fake name.
Yeah. Actually, one of animator was my friend, and he liked my work, but with some reason he changed his name because he just did Gundam or some the famous works. So probably he thought about such kind of sensitivity about that. Yes.
Because it just looks incredible. It's like there's so much talent behind those films. So, were you satisfied with the first film? Were there any elements from the manga that didn't come across, or were you? I guess what I'm trying to say is, was there stuff that was missing from the film that was obviously in your manga? Were you happy with the film?
Actually, the people misunderstanding about the manga and anime. They think it's the same, completely different, because anime has music and moving and coloring the voice, everything. But on the other hand, manga, we don't have such, effect, nothing. So the manga seems like a kind of novels compared with, the anime movies. So I think it's different. So they know their own world and I know my own world. So I don't like to just interfere, their work. So I didn't, I couldn't be a big fuss about my creation. So I didn't say anything about it.
And did you you're credited as the writer? Did you wrote the film, the screenplay?
Yeah. For first series I did, but after that I didn't. That's why that in the end it's a little bit different from my imagination. But I didn't say anything about it.
And so the first film obviously gained a lot of controversy, even banned in Australia at one point. Did you expect that reaction? Were you quite surprised by the controversy it caused around the world? Because I think this was the first introduction of hentai to the West. Were people quite surprised by it?
Actually, at the time, in my prime time, I was so busy. So I have a rare chance to meet real, manga fans or anime fans. I was always, in the studio and doing my work, every time, every day. So no chance to just meet actual manga fans. So I haven't had such reaction from viewers or readers.
And when did you start to realize that the film was popular in the West? Did you start to notice people?
I just got the letters, the fan letters from viewers or readers. Or my manga and anime movie got a the big hit. Wow, I appreciate that. That's it. And after I just got started going around the world to join Comic-Con, so people just that come to my booth and you Toshio Maeda hentai king. Are you hentai or pervert or weird the crazy man? Yes, I am. And shake hand, and after that we just went to the pub or the beer pub, right, to get drunk and shit faced, right, together. Yes, it's one of my favorite things to have a drink together with manga fans or anime fans.
Excellent. And I just have a few questions. There's a little bit of curiosity about the sequels, how involved you were with Urotsukidoji 2, 3, 4. Was it popular enough? Because obviously there was part 2, Legend of the Demon Womb. That's the English title. Was there enough popularity that they greenlit a sequel, like part 2 Urotsukidoji movie? Was it a big enough of a hit that?
I don't know that the big hit is.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, popular.
That I haven't had such a reaction from viewers, so I don't know how they like it, really, because the manga, my manga fans in Europe or the Western world, of course their language English or another language, so they couldn't write a letter to me, so I couldn't get it, how they like it.
And with part 2, how involved were you with the sequel? Did you write that as well?
I haven't much, because the first one I got involved so deeply, but the second, third, I was so busy and the producer was busy, so we hadn't much time to just meet up. Yes.
And with Urotsukidoji 3 and 4, there's a bit of a connecting story. It's like a apocalyptic story. Did you write that? Did that come from you?
That just the concept we talked about, of course, because my sci-fi thing seems like it's a typical the erotic sci-fi, but actually I put another element into my work, like a philosophy or methodology or everything. So producer knew it. Probably, he just put some different kind of things into the story. Yes.
And also with the sequels, was it, I guess, people noticed the animations a little different. They were much lower budget. I'm guessing they kind of went down each sequel.
Because sadly, as you people know that so many the pirates from the website, they just they get it from website. One manga fan just came to my booth 10 years ago. Toshio, I just checked your video on website. How can I say that? Thank you so much. I got nothing from that. See? So, but some people just don't think that when they just get it, it's stealing something. Please, I beg you, the Aussie people, the Tom, Dick, and Harry and the Sealer. Please get your ass into gear to purchase that, please. So we would be so happy, as a pig in a mud, please.
And just curious, and I was going to ask, obviously, just while we're still in the sequels, were you happy with any of those sequels, or did your vision align with any of them, like 2, 3, 4, or were they kind of
Actually, of course, I have something to say, but I just, try to zip it. Because, manga artists shouldn't say anything about it. And some manga artists are, of course, saying they are, they are so fussy about their anime, based on their manga. But manga and anime, as I told you, it's different. So you shouldn't interfere some, gifted, anime creators about, your opinion. That's my things. Of course, basically it's your work. So you are entitled to say something, but not too much. Yes.
And just curious, a lot of fans are very curious about Urotsukidoji 5, which was never completed. They did one episode. Do you know anything about the fifth chapter? What happened there?
Actually, we are creating new Urotsukidoji now. Probably within a year or a little bit more, we complete the new series. But probably the storyline is a bit different. I'm afraid to say this. But you expect for that, please.
That was my last question. What was the future of Urotsukidoji? Do you think there's a new generation of fans ready to discover it? Younger fans as well?
Yeah, because Urotsukidoji was completely new at that time. But we like to just create to, the new stuff, new things, for readers and viewers. So please expect, the new stuff, please. And buy this one, basically, and they promote, this work to your friend, please.
No, perfect. And just quickly, some other comments. Obviously, your other works have been adapted, like La Blue Girl, and there's been a number of animes. Were there any of those that you an Adventure Kid? Were you happy with any of those ones, or were you? How should I say it? Are there any favorite anime adaptations of your work?
Actually, La Blue Girl and Adventure Kid, they are completely different from Urotsukidoji type. Basically, I'm versatile kind of manga artist. I did, comical manga. We call it gag manga, and horror manga or serious type of manga. Everything I dealt with. So probably the Adventure Kid was so comical type of anime and manga. And La Blue Girl is a female ninja. Before, probably you guys don't know the female ninja. Actually, it was so popular in Japan. So that's why I created female ninja. Yes, and it might be a special, techniques to use particular female things. So you like it.
Great. No, look, that's it. That kind of runs down. Are there any final comments or anything you want to say to the viewers, or?
That I didn't know that the Aussie people didn't, know the Urotsukidoji series. So I was surprised that probably this could be the first, the series in Australia. So I like to just, to hear the opinion about, your idea. What the fuck with this or anything, right? So I like to hear. So when I go to Australia, let's, have a drink together and have fun. See, it might be fantabulous.